and a very warm welcome to the city of Dubai, the venue for the 5 days of competition at the MetLife BWF Destination Dubai World Superseries Finals. Well, it may be the 7th edition of this event, but it is the first time this season-ending tournament has been staged in the city of Dubai. And it's a city which is bisected by the Dubai Creek, which is a reminder of the ancient past, which sees ancient dowels next to the most modern and striking architecture. As far as the badminton is concerned, this tournament is absolutely littered with the sport's greatest stars, and all the action is happening at the Hamdan Sports Complex, the spectacular venue for the Destination Dubai Super Series Finals. And this event is the culmination of the 12 tournaments on the MetLife BWF World Super Series, the elite tier of tournaments throughout the year. 60 of the world's top-ranked players have qualified, and the battle is on for the right to be crowned champions in each of the 5 disciplines: men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles as well. And it's not only the titles up for grabs, there is also $1 million in prize money, the biggest purse in badminton. Well, it's only the top 8 players and pairs in each of those 5 disciplines who have qualified for this event. Those top 8 players have been divided into 2 groups of 4. Everyone plays everyone else within the group, and then it's just the top 2 from the groups who qualify for the knockout stage. Semi-finals on Saturday before all 5 finals on Sunday. And those semi-final places will be decided by today's matches. And I can assure you, we've already had some great badminton so far. As far as today's group deciders are concerned, we're starting with women's singles, and the beaten finalist from last year, T.T.Ying, is up against the world junior champion Akane Yamaguchi. Then men's doubles, and Chai Biao and Hong Wei are up against the world champions Go Sung Hyun and Shin Pek Chol. Then women's singles, and Saina Nehwal of India, the Olympic bronze medalist, up against the beaten finalist from 4 years ago, Bae Young-ju. Then we have men's singles, and a former world junior champion, Kenta Momoto of Japan, up against Tomi Sugiyato, who took bronze at the World Championships earlier this year. Then mixed doubles, and the defending champions and the 3-time winners, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen of Denmark, up against Liu Cheng and Bao Yi-Sin. Then the last of our matches is the number 2 seed, Jan Jorgensen, the European champion from Denmark, up against Srikanth Kadambi, who has won both of his matches so far. Well, the players are waiting in the wings for the first of our matches, and this is quite clear. Whoever wins this match will top the group. T.T.Ying against Akane Yamaguchi. T.T.Ying, well, what a great year she's had. 2 Super Series tournament finals, winning the last of them in Hong Kong. The 20-year-old from Taipei, and she is looking to go one better than a year ago. Her opponent is just a schoolgirl, 17 years of age, Akane Yamaguchi. She reached the final of the China Premier Super Series event. Actually got promoted from the qualifying to go all the way through to the final. What a year she's had.
Let's make some noise for the players in the women's singles from Chinese Taipei, T.T.Ying.
T.T.Ying lost the final a year ago to the Olympic champion, Li Shuirei. My goodness, hasn't she been in good form so far here in Dubai? Akane Yamaguchi, the current World Junior Champion, two-time World Junior Champion. Her first full year on the Super Series tour. And what a year she's had. She has come through the qualifying in 9 of the 10 tournaments that she has contested on the Super Series tour to end in the top 8 and qualify for these Super Series finals. That is nothing short of astonishing.
Good afternoon.
Well, Bert van Horenbeek.
All right, we got heads,
Belgium,
we got tail,
our umpire.
head, or tail. Head. It's tail. Service. This side. All right, have a good one.
So the toss of the coin completed. And the 2 players for the group decider. This is a Group B match, and whoever wins between T.T.Ying and Akane Yamaguchi will top the group. But Morton, by my calculation, they both qualified, obviously, for semi-finals, but we don't know. Semi-finals are going to be drawn, so these 2 players could, in theory, play against each other in the semi-final stage as well.
They can, and I think that's obviously a little bit strange, but
Yeah.
yes, they can, and I think, you know, both of them already qualified. They play for honours as I see it here, and let's see how it goes. But definitely, the 2 best players in the group has qualified for the semis. There's no doubt in my book about that.
Yeah. Well, she's only number 17 in the world ranking, the 17-year-old from Fukui in Japan. Akane Yamaguchi played 10 of the 12 Super Series, and she's forgiven for missing 2 of them because she was busy winning her 2nd World Junior Championship medal when those 2 were on, India and Singapore. So 10 tournaments, 1 final in China when she was promoted from the qualifying draw. And both of her matches she has won in 3 games. She beat the number 2 seed Wang Yihan in her first match, but of course Wang Yihan then retired from her 2nd match, so that doesn't count towards the group standings. But yesterday she beat the number 4 seed Ratchanok Intanon 21-12 in the deciding game. So to her opponent, T.T.Ying, the 20-year-old, she's already been in 6 Super Series tournament finals, having won 3 of them, and 1 Super Series title for the last 3 years, including this year, of course, winning the Hong Kong, the last of the Super Series events. And therefore we knew she was in great form coming in to these Super Series finals. Now she, on the first day of competition, beat Ratchanok Intanon, a former world champion, in 3 games. There is Jacob Sinberg, our service judge, and Bert van Horenbeek of Belgium, the umpire. So both of these players beating Ratchanok Intanon in 3 games, and because Wang Yihan's results all become null and void, in essence it means that there's only 3 in the group.
On my right, T.T.Ying, Chinese Taipei. On my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Akane Yamaguchi to serve. Lovell. Late.
So the 17-year-old Akane Yamaguchi getting this group decider underway against T.T.Ying. This is actually the 3rd meeting between these 2 players. And the previous 2 honours are shared, but the last time they met was in the first round of the Australian Super Series earlier this year. And what a delight to see Australia coming into the Super Series, a new region, and it really is becoming a global sport. Now, Morton, you said from day 1, from the first match of T.T.Ying,
Yes,
when we
did.
watched her play and beat Ratchanok Intanon, you thought she was in great form, looking very strong.
Yes, so true. I actually think she's standing a very good chance of winning. I think the conditions here in the stadium is suiting her very well. She's a very strong player, physically strong, but add on top of that, her skills are so good as well. So, you know, she's got the right combination to play under these circumstances, and I think she's standing a fairly good chance of winning. But let's see how it goes. Obviously, that's sticking my neck out from the very first day. But so far, she's in the semis, and she's done well.
Oh, that's nice. Well, already we're seeing those skills that you've just been talking about. The disguise on that shot was magnificent.
Yes, she really got the skills. But, you know, you have to add on that she's physically very strong as well. She can play any shot in the book from any angle. And she's got a very powerful smash as well. So, yes, fairly complete player, to be very honest. Very honest about that. I think she is playing very well. And I've added on as well earlier that I think her last 4 or 5 months has been really good.
Yeah. Well, tactically, she's pretty astute as well. Looking at that rally, how she pushed her opponent to the back, brought her forward, pushed her to the back again, and that final push to the back, plumb on the line.
Yes, and there was a straight one down the backhand side, which was the best placement she could play. So yes, I think she is, as you say, in terms of game planning and all that, she's really strong as well.
Oh, that is delightful. Great skill.
Yeah.
Well, that was an ambitious shot to try, but I think that was probably her only option.
It was her only option. You couldn't play anything but that.
Yeah, because the shuttle was tumbling.
And it was fairly close.
Yeah.
Serve's over. 7-4.
What's Yamaguchi got to do here, Morton? It seems to me as if, you know, since those initial 3 or 4 rallies that T.T.Ying has been in total control, but I don't see Yamaguchi using the back of the court and forcing T.T.Ying back enough at the moment. Should she be trying to do a little more outmanoeuvring of her opponent? What's your opinion?
It's a tough call, because when we look at the previous matches in the group here, Yamaguchi had to work really hard yesterday against Ratchanok. It was a tough match, and she won the first game where she really attacked a lot. The second, she did not have that extra energy to keep attacking, and Ratchanok went to win the second game. Eventually, she was just retrieving everything in the third game and managed to win it. So she had a very tough match yesterday, and I think that is going to dent her chances of today. And if I then translate that into what she has to do, she's in trouble, because if she's going to win against T.T.Ying, she really have to retrieve a lot and spend so much energy on it. And is she then calculating on, okay, let's see what's happening when the draw happens tonight?
Interesting. Of course, we have to compare her very hard match yesterday against the Ratchanok Intanon against this ladies' match, which only lasted 25 minutes, 21-12, 11-8 up in the second when
and then retirement.
Wang Yihan retired,
Yes. So, yes, so I think the odds are a bit against Yamaguchi in this match.
Turns over. 8-9.
And I suppose when these two players obviously know that they've qualified for the semi-finals, yeah, I think you've made a very, very good point. I mean, do you go all out? You don't know who's going to win the other group, and I mean, the draw happens. It's a 50-50 chance.
9-0.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is, no matter what, I still think it's nice to have the upper hand. Should the draw be like they have to play again tomorrow, I still think it, you know, I would like to have won this match. Should they, you know, should I play the same opponent tomorrow? No matter what. No matter what.
Just for the psychological advantage.
Yes. Yeah. I know my opponent can claim, oh, you know, I did not play 100%, and today I will give everything, and it's going to be a completely different match. But at the end of the day, it still sticks at the back of your mind.
Yeah. Just wide. Well, this is a very, very tight opening game. Who's going to have the advantage at the mid-game interval? This next rally will decide it.
Serves over.
And it is T.T.Ying. That was an interesting shot, just sacrificing power for placement. Different pace, different
and
angle.
a small disguise as well.
Yeah.
后场，如果你要给他后场稍微高度要高一点，他现在已经习惯了就平压太平，自己要给他高一点，然后尤其是让他两手比较长一点，然后一点两就更高。
頑張って帰っていって前を落とせれば今度こっちのペースになるからだから一つは一番奥からしっかりでクロスカットできればちょっとねそこ狙って
20 seconds.
ストレート
20
スマッシ
seconds.
ュもうちょっと行こうできれば届くんだったらいいけど今みたいにちょっと届かなかったらもうちょい変わろう。
Shoji Sato, Japanese coach.
Late.
No, she's overdone it this time.
Serves over. 11-all.
Oh, it's just wide. My goodness me, that didn't miss by marks.
12-11.
I think it was really interesting here. If you look at we will not get it in the repeat here in the slow motion because it was earlier in the rally, but the way Yamaguchi attacked down the line from her forehand side down the line to the backhand side of T.T.Ying, but how T.T.Ying managed to get that defensive shot all the way to the baseline again, and in these conditions that takes a lot of strength. And that means that it's sending a signal to Yamaguchi, you know, you can start following up, but I can just flick it over you. It was a good little pointer.
Oh,
I think it was out.
I think she should have left it too.
Yeah.
It's awfully easy for us sitting up here, Morten.
Yeah, on that line.
Oh yeah, that was going wide.
Yeah, I think so.
Crikey.
Serves over.
Well, I think presently
14,
T.T.Ying
13.
is playing a little bit too ambitious. She's really testing a lot of shots, and a lot of them have just been out, and that's another one there.
15, 13.
Oh. Yeah, well, she apologises, took it awfully late at the back of the court, T.T.Ying, and played the perfect drop shot. It hit the top of the tape and just trickled over.
See if she can do it again. Yeah, that's just out.
Just wide. Yeah, a little smile from Coach Sato. Yeah, good call, line judge.
It's over. 16, 15.
That's going wide.
17, 15.
Oh,
good
that's,
smash.
yeah,
Good
very
smash.
nice.
It's over. 16, 17.
You somehow sense that the winner of this first game might be the winner of the match.
Yeah. And that's the problem with the new system of drawing for who plays who in the semi-finals. Under the old system, the top of the group played the runner-up of the other group, and vice versa. So, you know, it was almost as if you could say to yourself, well, you know, in theory, you want to win the group because you play the weaker player from the other group who's qualified because they're second in the group. Whereas now it's, you know, it's pot luck. It doesn't really matter who ends top of the group and who's second. No advantage at all, other than that psychological advantage you were talking about.
Yes. And I would go for that. I must admit,
Yeah, me too.
I would go for it.
Crikey, I didn't even like losing in practice.
Neither did I can assure you. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah. Oh, so too is that.
The way she can play these shots, it's amazing. It's so elegant, and there's such a nice whip to it.
Yeah.
She's got strength.
Coupled with technique and timing. Going wide.
Yeah.
So again, point opportunities. 5 of the last 6 points going to this lady, T.T.Ying. Oh, nice defense.
Yeah, that was a great chance to take by T.T.Ying. That one, she really went for it, but Yamaguchi was there, she saw it, and it's just too far to run.
That's a delightful drop to close out the opening game. 21-19.
First game won by T.T.Ying, 21-19.
Yes, good scrambling too, initially from T.T.Ying, but that drop shot was precision and an absolute delight. 21-19, 15 minutes.
你要想要打开一点，先到位，按这个一系列推斜线到的稍微高一点，不要给它太低，因为太低它会压得比较快，高就拉后腿一点。哦，这部分要注意一下。你在被动回球的时候，你会发现它就重复推你正手的地方，这个部分要去抓，不要打漏掉，哦，不要一直打被动。
あとはいいよ、別に全然。前もしっかり低く出したり、高さ使ったり。ネット前慌てないで、ちょっとネット打つときに。全然普通にネット置いて大丈夫。まだここから2ゲーム目、しっかり頑張って。
Yeah, I must admit that I became a great fan of her when I saw her play in Hong Kong when she won in Hong Kong, T.T.Ying. I honestly, I must admit that I have not really been following her game that much. I've only been commentating for the past 12 months, but I must admit she really impressed me in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And you know, looking back, she actually disappointed me a bit. She didn't, you know, go further in the World Championships if she can play like this. But
Yeah.
that's another matter. That's totally
Yeah.
different. But I am bowled over. I must admit, I think she's a good player.
Low late.
Well, she's one game to the goods in this group decider, T.T.Ying. Oh, that's nicely done. I can remember talking to you, Morton, in the early stages of this year and saying this is the most exciting, wonderful time for women's singles. And I can remember the first time that T.T.Ying really sprung to my attention was when she reached the final of the Singapore Super Series event as a qualifier. And that was back in 2010. She was 15 years of age. She turned 16 on finals day.
That's
And
amazing.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still takes time to learn the ropes somehow. And even though you have, I normally say when you know I'm coaching players, they can almost do anything from my point of view if they just once prove that they can lift their game to a very high standard. You know, they can play for a year, 18 months, not that good, but I know they can do it. They have the potential, and I will keep backing them because they have the potential. They've shown me they can do it.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're 15 and you show that you can go into a Super Series finals, you got 2 years in my book where, you know, never mind, I know you can do it. I will keep backing you all the way.
Yeah. But for her to follow that up with a Super Series title for the last 3 years, it's extraordinary. It's consistently she's been doing well. But, you know, we've got players like Yamaguchi. She's 17. The Japanese player that T.T.Ying beat in that final in Hong Kong, Ukara. I mean, there's a whole number of them. The world champion from Spain, Carolina Marin, she's only 21.
Sindhu. Yeah. There are lots of them.
Yeah. It's a very exciting time.
It is. And interesting to see that the two Chinese girls, all players in this tournament, both are ending up last in their groups.
Yeah. And that's deflected wide, and of course that means that for a third Super Series tournament running, if you count the Super Series finals as a Super Series competition, which presumably we do, we will have a women's singles final with no Chinese players present.
Yeah, in the women's singles, yes. Yeah, it's amazing when you consider how strong China is and has been over the years in the women's singles.
Well, they've won 9 of the 12 Super Series throughout 2014, which is an indicator and why it is so astonishing that the last 2 ordinary Super Series events and these Super Series finals, there'll be no Chinese player. This is surprising me, Morten.
It is. I'm sitting here thinking the same and eating my words again about the one winning the first game might breeze through and win in 2. It doesn't look like it.
No.
Serves over. 3-9.
Oh, that's going wide.
4-9.
Oh, that's cool, good. Oh, I wonder if she's going to challenge. No.
5-9.
No challenge. Ooh, ooh, I think that was worth a challenge, don't you?
Perhaps, but once again, it was one of these magnificent attacking clears from Tai-Tzu-Ying. That's out, yeah.
Serves over.
She really plays very, very good attacking clears. There's a distinct difference between the clears from Yamaguchi and the clears from Tai-Tzu-Ying.
Level 5 interval.
So to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage, Akane Yamaguchi. But of course, Tai-Tzu-Ying took the opening game.
ちょっとレシーブゲームだから上げてバンって打たれてレシーブするじゃん。そしたらその後どっか狙うとかしなくていいから相手がねフェイントだったり厳しい球だったりでどっちかやってくるわけじゃん。だからそれを取るだけでいいよ。それで相手のいないところでいいよ。上げられない。
变成跟他接下来先变线对不对？这样，把他球技能给高一点，先传稍微快一点，不要太快。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, we've just had a message from Hawkeye that the shuttle did, in fact, land in, the one that I said I would have challenged on. So, Akane Yamaguchi, absolutely right. Not to waste a challenge there.
11-5.
Yeah, we keep getting it wrong, don't we,
Late.
Morten?
I think we do, but it must be because our placement here in the stadium.
Yes,
it must be.
there must be something.
Oh, what a beauty!
Look
What
at
a beauty!
Turns over. 6-11.
Whole preparation for the shot looking exactly the same, whether it's a disguised drop, whether it's a clear, whether it's a smash.
7-11.
Sometimes Akane Yamaguchi does look very disappointed in herself, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I still think in a good way. It's not like yes, she's disappointed.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but that whole rally is extraordinary. I don't know if we get it, but that whole rally, the 3 or 4 shots from Tai-Tzu-Ying was just fantastic shots.
That one.
Yeah, but she had a cross drive as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
and look
my
at that.
goodness.
9-11.
Best racket skills in the women's game? Tai-Tzu-Ying? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better than Ratchnok?
Yeah. That was one of them I was considering. when I had to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Her backhand is stronger.
Yeah.
12-9. Serves over. 10-12. $11-12.
6 of the last 7 points since that mid-game interval.
I think I did not finish what I wanted to say before about Yamaguchi, because yes, she looks disappointed in herself and her shots and all that, but I think she's so good putting it behind herself again. You know, as soon as, you know, the rally is over, yes, I am disappointed, and she's ready to return the next. She's sort of ready, and it's put behind her. And I like that a lot. Yes, I am disappointed, but I'm ready for the next. And I like that whole attitude she's got on that.
Serves over. 13.
I suppose from my perspective, you look at it with the coach's eye. I look at it from, you know, the sheer delight of watching the sport and watching great athletes perform to the best of their abilities. And I suppose what strikes me about Yamaguchi is that she shows her disappointment, but I'd like to see her delight as well. She very rarely celebrates with, you know, some players, there's a yell of delight, some players pump fists and so on. And I like to see the expression. I like to be able to know that they're disappointed in themselves or they're happy with what they've done.
Yeah, but it's all a game, isn't it? It's a mental game with the opponent as well. You know, some like to express themselves more, and others just say, okay, you know, I'm not going to give anything away how I feel about this. So you know, it goes in many ways.
Yeah. Chalk and cheese.
Yes.
A bit like you and me.
Absolutely. I was just thinking of that. Totally opposites on court.
Yeah, you was with your surname of Frost, the number of journalists that made jokes about that and Mr. Cool.
Yes.
And I don't understand it, but some people did describe me occasionally as fiery. I don't know where they got that from.
No, neither do I. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
look at
beauty.
that.
Beauty.
Well, I think we're going to have 3 games here, Morten.
Yeah, it was 12 all, and then suddenly 18-12, while we're sitting here babbling on.
Oh, terrific.
19-12.
Missed it.
Serves over. 13-19.
He just sits quietly with a little smile on his face, does Shodi Sato.
$14-19.
Clearly long.
20, game point 14.
So 6 game point opportunities to level this group decider at 1 game apiece.
Oh, she had seen that one.
Game.
Still missed it.
So 21-14 the second game, and it is indeed one game apiece. Exactly 30 minutes of play.
早くね、球バーってやっちゃうと向こうはそういうの得意だから、こっちはちょっと高さ気をつけて、ね、で自分がきちっと、ね、体入ったりとか、ね、相手の球が甘かったりしたら、そしたら、ね、強い球打ってもいいけど、ちょっと深かったら低い球バンと出すと、ね、前を落とした時に遠くなっちゃうから、そういう時はしっかり高さ使う。で基本は、ね、相手の球、ね、きちっと取る。
就比较好打一点，不要保持。哦，自己出手要耐心一点，好不容易追上球，一个送球送回去，对不对？怎么样？侧攻。
どんどん遅くなってくるから、基本的にはちゃんと自分でシャトル行くように、ね、心がけて足止めないように。で時々相手もスピード、ね、上げてきたりとかゆっくりやったりとかテンポ変えてくるから、それに合わせて相手がテンポ速いと思ったらちょっとリズム自分も上げて、相手がゆっくりだったらそのリズムにちょっと合わせて、で相手のリズムによって自分の構えるテンポちょっと変えて、そうすれば全然ちゃんと動けるから。11点も
Well, it's interesting to me that Soji Sato has spent so long talking to Akane Yamaguchi. After she's just won the second game, you'd think that he'd be fairly satisfied with the tactics she was using, what she was doing, or perhaps he's trying to preempt what T.T.Ying might try and do differently in this third game.
Yeah, I think the latter. I think that's what he's focusing on.
Yeah.
Service over, 1 love. Service over, 1 all.
Oh, that's way in. But that's one of those punch clears you love.
Even though you say it's way in, it's right in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, she guessed right. She was standing waiting for the smash down her backhand side.
Look at that smile. Look at it. She knows, oh, what a mess. Why did I play that shot?
Service over, 2-3. Service over, 4-2.
Oh. Oh,
pretty good defense.
Yeah, good try.
5-2. Service over, 3-5. Service over, 6-3. Serve is over. 4-6.
Yeah, she tried that shot on a number of occasions, I think, today, and hasn't really worked out for her.
Serve is over. 7-4.
Oh, my goodness.
Serve is over. 5-7.
You see, I think that is one of the weaknesses in Yamaguchi's game. Was just exploited that one there. Her backhand side is not so strong. She's got to run underneath everything. Is she forced to play the backhand, she is in trouble, and that means that because she's such a
It's landed in.
short player,
Yeah.
she has to cover a lot of court if she's got to play forehand on everything. So I think that is one of her weaknesses.
So she needs to develop a better backhand.
Yeah, she can't grow, can she?
No, and she's not that tall, is she? 156.
Yeah, you said that 156 yesterday, and no, she's got to learn to play the backhand a little bit better. That's a rescue shot, so she doesn't have to run underneath every single thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Serve is over. 10-6.
Well, she has the advantage, a 5-point advantage, T.T.Ying, at the change of ends in this deciding game.
後ろもうちょっと打てるんだったら打ってもいいし、
20 seconds.
どっか一箇所
20
取る
seconds.
つもりで常にちょっと考えてちょっとプレッシャー、あとは思い切ってやっていいからね。
Play.
So T.T.Ying with the advantage here in this deciding game. And that was interesting. After playing the next shot, T.T.Ying raised her racket as if to say, don't dare hit down my forehand side. That was sending a real message. Look at that backhand. Well, that was a bit of showmanship there from T.T.Ying because there was no need for a full pirouette afterwards. And that just uses up a bit of time and you lose sight of your opponent, lose sight of the shuttle, and then you've got to refocus.
9-11.
And that's probably why she didn't get anywhere near the next shot. Oh, that is inch perfect.
Serve is over. 12-9. Serve is over. 10-12.
Goodness.
Game's over.
Too deep into the backhand corner, and then the reverse slice straight drop. Look, there's exactly what Morten was talking about. Off balance because she's determined to play that round the head shot from deep in the backhand corner. And there again, look.
Yes, it just somehow make the court a lot bigger. She's got to cover all four corners a lot more because she's so much under pressure in that corner.
Yeah.
Definitely something to be exploited if you were the opponent. She's good doing it and she's retrieving well, but look at that again, trouble.
Reminds me a little bit of Mia Ordina.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking
Two-time
the same.
Olympic silver medalist. Yeah.
Former Indonesia and Holland.
Yeah. She took that early. Oh my goodness, what a net shot. In fact, her backhand's so good, she's hitting long of the back line with a backhand clear.
14.
Yeah, it's good judgment from Yamaguchi. Mm.
13-14.
Yeah, it's becoming a tight affair. I actually thought T.T.Ying was running away with it at the mid-game interval.
So did I. 5-point advantage it was.
13.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And the difference is she got behind that one.
Yeah, she was not under pressure in the same way.
14-15.
This is the same sequence as Wang Shuxian would play. It's exactly the same. She favors so much.
Gone long. And the back level.
15-all.
And now into the lead. I can hardly believe this.
16-15.
10 of the last 14 points.
She loves playing that one.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. That's in. That one there, she loves to play it.
This is a big point.
Yeah. Is out.
Yeah, good rally. And the crowd appreciating that.
16-17.
31 shots. I suspect that may have been the longest rally of the match so far.
I think so, yes. Yeah, another fine example of the skills from T.T.Ying here. That flat shot down the forehand, the straight one, is not an easy one to play. And you don't see a lot of women singles players playing that shot. Just, once again, a proof of her very good strength.
Serves over. (18-17).
Well, a wry smile from T.T.Ying. Could have probably hit it virtually anywhere on court, and it might well have been a winner, but she made the error, hit the top of the tape, fell back her side. Nicely done. 10 of the last 13 points from 10-14 down. Akane Yamaguchi now on the verge of victory. She's got 3 match point opportunities. Oh, it's landed in. First time I'm asking. 3 games needed. And Akane Yamaguchi has come from behind in this group decider to win and top Group B.
21-14, 21-17.
Umpire just confirming that scoreline, 19-21, 21-14, 21-17 in 48 minutes. Well, that victory for the teenager means that she tops the group. And there you can see confirmation that T.T.Ying finishes second. So those two will be in the semi-finals. The former world champions, both of them, Ratchanok Intanon and Wang Yihan, both are now out of the competition. Well, as far as the other group is concerned, it is all still wide open, because mathematically, if Bae Young-ju were to beat Sainan Awol 2-0, then there'd be 3 players, those top 3 as we look at them at the moment, who will have won 2 matches, and they'll all have the same game win-loss record as well. It will all come down to points. So our next match is men's doubles. There's the tall man Hong Wei and his partner Chai Biao, and they're the world champions from Korea, Go Sung Hyun and Shin Baek Chol.